Today's adventure is going to be a special adventure, at least it will be for me. Today we're going to the walking trail that I have the most anxiety on. We're going to the walking trail kind of where my anxiety problem began. Well, not exactly, but this is the place I had my worst anxiety attack. I will explain why, and we may not be able to make the whole trail. What we don't make, we go to City Park and make up. So guys, I'm going to drive down there, get started, and I'm nervous about this. And you're going to probably wonder why, because this trail is absolutely gorgeous. I will explain everything to you. And if you guys have anxiety, you would understand. So let's get down there, switch over to the GoPro 9 with the mod on it so you can hear me talk. And we got rain in the sky. Let's hope it don't pour down, because I don't have protection on them. Well, since I have the mod on it, it won't be protected from the rain. So we may have to switch everything over to this. Of course, it's not protected either, but I'd rather run this than a GoPro 9. That makes sense? We see you there. Okay, I have no idea how far I'm going to get. So what we're going to do is we're going to show some beauty on the way up, just as far as I could get, okay? And then on the way back, I will tell you what's going on and why I have so much trouble with this particular trail. Strange, and you guys are going to find it strange. You guys are going to be like, oh, come on, Mike. But this trail gives me the most problems out of every place I've ever hiked. And what's funny is, I've done this trail over 500 times. And all it took is one huge, major anxiety attack. All right, let's get some beauty, and hopefully I can make it to the tunnel. Alright guys, I am off the bridge. Now remember the bridge, okay? That has a big, huge significance to what I want to tell you. But right now my anxiety level is a 6.5. The further I go up the trail behind me, it's going to rise. The tunnel is about 1.5 miles up further. Let's see how far we get. See, the thing with anxiety is, what makes my anxiety worse is when I don't have what I call outs. I tell you what outs are. It's where anytime you have anxiety or anytime you're any place, if you feel like you need to jet, you can do so. Right now, I don't have no outs on this trail at all because some parts of the trail don't even have cell phone signal. My car is way back that way, and yeah, that kind of makes my anxiety go through the roof. Now, for those of you who don't suffer from anxiety, you won't understand this, but for those out there that do, you see what I mean. And right now my anxiety level is an 8. Okay, it's just an 8. When it gets up to 9, then it's time to turn back. Will I make it to the tunnel? Don't know. We're going to try it. Then I'm going to explain the whole story, what happened on this trail. The trail I've done over 500 times. Okay, anxiety level's up to a 9. Right now I'm finding it difficult to breathe. My heart is racing. It hasn't hit a 10. 10 is the worst. And in my mind, I keep thinking there's no outs. There's no outs. And this is where you start thinking everything in the world is going to happen to you. Because my car is way back that way. That out is out. I may have cell phone signal in this area, but it doesn't matter. And it's a lot of things. Even if there's only one out taken away, that's enough to make you go anxiety, especially for me on this trail. So guys, we're gonna go as far as I can. Then on the way back, I will explain to you why I have so much trouble on this particular trail. Okay, my anxiety level is moving above 9, and we're gonna stop here at this clearing and go back. I'm about a 1/2 mile shy of the tunnel. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to repeat this trail again next couple days and try to go further. I was supposed to do this spring. And guys, yeah, this is it right here in this clearing. Guys, I tell you what, I've done this trail 500 times and more. 500 times and more I've done this trail. And all one day shot it all to hell and back. Now let me tell you my story. First of all, I feel guilty for not making the whole way to the tunnel right off the bat, because I used to eat this trail up like nothing. I'd done this trail every day for over 1.5 years back a couple years ago. I've got, like I said, over 500 times doing this trail alone. Oh yeah, it was the best trail. I felt so good on it until one day. One day came and it shot it all to hell and back. It was back, I'm guessing 2018. Might have been 2019. It was December, and I decided to come down and do the trail. I looked at the forecast. It was nothing to be worried about. The temperatures was 34 degrees, which is ideal, perfect temperatures for walking. And it was no snow. It had a little bit of snow, but it was nothing to make a big deal over. Like, okay, I head out to the trails, and I walked all the way up to the tunnel. You know, the tunnel I didn't make it to. Okay, I basically got to the tunnel. I had my dog Storm with me, and I was headed back. And it started snowing. No big deal. As a matter of fact, I was like, oh, this is so cool. I was loving it. Well, what I didn't know is sometimes you have what they call freak snowstorms that produce a ton of snow. It's like a blizzard within a matter of moments. And before I knew it, it was a total whiteout. The trail I'm walking on was completely covered, and the snow was starting to pick up. You know, we're talking about an inch every 15 minutes. And it was just pouring down. First thing happened is I couldn't see the trail no more. So I looked between the trees, my dog and I, and we walked straight in the middle of that. This is getting a little rough to walk because I'm in my walking shoes. It's getting a little slick. My anxiety's starting to pick up a little bit because that snow is coming down. I couldn't see any further than probably as far as my selfie stick is right now. 2-3 feet in front of me. I couldn't see anything. So I kept looking up, and I could make out the trees, although they're becoming nothing but white and they're blending in with the snow in the sky. So at this point, I am freaking the heck out. Now this trail was my jam, man. I've done it every day for a year and a half. It was my thing. I was actually, I think I was on a first name basis with all the critters around here. It was my jam. It was a comfort, it was my comfort spot. I mean, talking about a place to feel 100% easy, this trail was it. But this day, that snow's coming down, it's getting deeper, and I can't see where I'm going. I wasn't sure if I was even on the right trail. I was like, well, I'm not walking through sticks and trees, so I gotta be doing something right. And there for a little bit, I thought I was getting turned around because I stopped for a second to try to get the snow out of my shoes because my shoes were starting to get wet and starting to fall off. And there for a little bit, I convinced myself I got turned around. So where I think I'm headed out, I thought I was headed deeper in. But like I said, you could not tell where you was going. You just could not tell. And then the worst part came. I got to the bridge. Oh yeah, this is where it got me, guys. Now, when your anxiety goes up, at least mine, when it gets to the higher numbers, 8.5, 9, and 10, it feels like you have weights on your legs. Your walking slows down. It feels like you're like, and you would think with your anxiety, you freaking the heck out, you'd be going faster. No. So at this point in time, and no, it wasn't the snow on my feet, it's just the way anxiety works. I got to the bridge, which I'm approaching right now. The bridge is made of wood. As you can tell, the bridge is made of wood. And it's a little wet right now, and it's slick as of it being wet. Could you imagine this having about, at this point, 3 inches of snow on it? Wet snow, to be exact. So I approached the bridge. As soon as I got on here, I started slipping. My shoes are just slipping. So I thought I would grab the side of this, like this. So I tried to walk across the bridge by holding onto the railing next to me. That wasn't working, so I literally had to get down on my hands and knees and crawl across this whole bridge. It's a long bridge. Right now my anxiety is a 10. My heart is beating out of my chest. And it's the worst feeling I've ever felt in my life. It is. I am completely freaking out. Well, I finally made it across the bridge, and about a half a mile, a little bit more further, I made it to the car. And right when I got to the car, it stopped snowing. I looked like the abominable snowman. I had snow all over me. all over my goatee. My dog was loaded with snow. But that was the most major anxiety attack I've ever had. And just because of that one day, I can't make this trail to the tunnel. Now, my next video, if everything works out right, we're going to go to the other end and try to make it to the sit-down area. We're going to see if I have anxiety there. So guys, yeah, I do trails. I do all this stuff, but I also fight my anxiety. The whole idea of me doing these things is basically to get over my anxiety. To learn to coexist with my environment, with my elements. To reteach myself I'm okay. Okay, I had to switch over to the handheld. It's starting to rain. And I don't want to take any chances because when I got the mod on there, it's not waterproof. Although this one ain't waterproof either, but if I'm going to run a camera, I'd rather run this one. But that's it, guys. I do have anxiety for a lot of other things I do, and my anxiety is outs. Now, let's say we had a freak snowstorm and I wasn't too far from the car and I'm doing laps, like mostly I do when I do my morning walks. I'm okay with it. That's happened many times before. I'm like, oh well, as a matter of fact, I enjoy it. But being far away from the car, no outs, cell phone signal kind of, you know, and nobody else out here, it freaked me the hell out. And ever since then, I can't complete it to the tunnel. I did make it to the tunnel one day, and I was supposed to keep doing it at the beginning of the spring. I wanted to keep doing it repeatedly, so I could get over my fear, but I didn't. So guys, we're going to try that again this fall. Make it to the tunnel, try to, every now and then, because come on, this is a beautiful place. This is absolutely gorgeous. Well, if everything goes to plan, after I do a bunch of stuff the next day or so, we're going to take it to the other trail and come in from that way. It has more tunnels. We're going to go all the way to the sit-down area, right next to the walking bridge. Get that, and we'll do some more video there, and we'll see what my anxiety level is there compared to here. That one's actually longer. So you would think I'll freak out more. We'll see. Alright guys, until next time, until the next adventure, let me know down in the comments. Or better yet, go down to my description. I have a One Bubba Mike 1 page. You can go in there. You can leave comments in there. I want to know, do you see things the way I see it if you have anxiety? But if you guys don't have anxiety, you'll never understand it. Now I hope and pray to God you never get anxiety. I've been through a lot in my life. I've been through a heart attack, a ruptured gallbladder, abscessed teeth. I've been through a lot. The worst I've ever experienced is anxiety. Fact. Alright guys, until next time, come on! Let's get out of here. We'll see you hopefully on this other side of the Dearborn Trail.